Hi, it's 11th of July and this is the first market watch from 11:30 a.m. So right now we are going to study some of the sectorial analysis, and we are going to see which sector is standing where, and then we are going to look into analysis of particular companies which are running. So as always, as we already do know that Federal Bank is up 5% and is actually having a very good run because of news flow, and you can see LIC Housing Finance, ICICI GI, ICICI Bank is somewhat in this quadrant, which actually is surprising for me. But you see Indian Housing Finance and Muthoot Finance, and this is exactly what we had discussed earlier in this in the video over the weekend, that there has been that the financials are looking much better than the banks. But no matter what, here we also see State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Canara Bank, IDFC First Bank, so in the top quadrant. So it looks like these companies are also giving a move, but unfortunately, other than Federal Bank, there is no such a trend or no such a strong move which is being seen. SBI Life is actually one of a very good candidate, and it's actually getting some momentum and some steam. Maybe it will. We have to see if it is able to take out the 1030 levels, and this SBI Life was also one of the reversal candidates which we discussed yesterday. You will find that video in my channel. And as we scroll, we can see that here we can have big names like Axis Bank and Bajaj Finance. And here, as we go towards the bottom, we Cholafin unfortunately gave a good run till 525. We were able to take this trade from 520 to 525. My expectation was 530, but no matter what, let's see if it is able to hold this. Bajaj Finserv also had a good sell-off in the morning, and is now trying to recover, and there are very small positions also. It's also getting in trend, and this is also true for HDFC Bank. So in general, I would suggest that it seems like the banks, especially Bajaj Finserv, HDFC Bank, and SBI Life and Federal Bank. These four names, these four counters are there from the financials and banking sector. The next sector is auto sector, and auto sector. We had discussed Maruti yesterday, and Maruti gave a very good run. You remember, if you see my video from earlier time, so we were able to capture this move in the morning. And other than that, Exide Industry is the trend is getting weaker. Balakrishna Industry gave a good run, and now it seems like there is some profit booking coming in from the top levels. And Tata Motors also was able to hold the 306 levels, and but it's still below 312. So we are going to look at 315, and here we can see that most of the M&M is here. Is the most weakest of all in this banking sector. In the automobile sector. And the next is cement. So you can actually see that there is a lot of momentum in cement right now. So positions are getting added in Ultratemco, in Ultra Cement, Ambuja Cement, Shri Cement, and Ramco Cement. So this is looking really good, the whole of this cement pack, and especially going forward, maybe this Grasim is also trying to move, but positions are getting added in Shri Cement, Ramco Cement, Ultratech, and Ambuja. And so they are all in the upper front, and this cement sector is definitely seems like a sector which is going to run for intraday trades. And here we have this consumer durables, and here so here is also we can see that big names like Godrej, JCP, and Hindustan Unilever and Dabur, they are in the lower quadrant. And this was also what we had earlier discussed in over the weekend. And Colpal is also weak, like it was in earlier session. Nestle is here. Britannia had a very good sell-off, so Britannia is unable to sustain above 3500 levels, and we have to see how it goes from here. ITC is also between 201 and 202, but here if you look in the above, we can see the Tata Consumer made an all-time high, and it's also very the positions are getting added aggressively in Tata Consumer, so this should be in your radar. And also Havells is positions are getting added, but it still not has come into trend. The next sector which we are going to look into is IT. So as I had earlier mentioned, IT everything is looking weak. TCS is weak. Wipro is weak. LTTS also is. The good thing is LTTS made 3,000, and this was discussed on one of the MarketWatch video from Friday. And here we can see also Infi is weak, and Mindtree, but fortunately or unfortunately there's no positions being added in any one of them. You can see LTI is a laggard, and it's near the day low, and this is also true for Emphasis, and in Emphasis we also see some positions, and some it's getting in trend. So from IT sector, the company which looks really trending, and which where positions are getting added is Emphasis. So we will keep a close watch on Emphasis for now. Let's see, the next one is steel. So JSW Steel sale, and you can see Jindal Steel between 400 and there's nothing much, and also Tata Steel, it had a sell-off, and unfortunately there is no such positions which are getting added in the whole of the steel pack. Hindalco went towards 394 393 levels, and then it has a sell-off. There were positions which were added yesterday over the weekend, and I was expecting that it would be opening above 390, but that didn't happen. But no matter what, right now we don't see any positions getting added in the steel sector, and so here I would suggest that though JSW Steel is up by 1%, and so is SAIL. The good thing about SAIL is we took a trade and we entered at 122.8 2 sessions ago, and now you can see it's above 127. So we were able to through Trend Watch and through MarketWatch, we were able to use the software to find the exact reversals, and we entered SAIL, and this was a very good move was given from 122.8 to 127.4, which corresponds to nearly 5, which corresponds to 4% in 2 days, which was a very good trade. And the last sector let's have a look at is we have Granules, IOC, LT, Cadila. Maybe this is pharma sector. So today you can see the pharma sector is absolutely not able to hold its ground, other than so the most of them are towards the day in this lower segment, in the lower quadrant. और यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि APL लिमिटेड, सन फार्मा, लुपिन सब में सेल ऑफ है. टाटा फार्मा, ऑरो फार्मा, फाइजर, डॉक्टर रेड्डी और सिप्ला, बायोकॉन. Or Biocon is trying to gain some momentum from 388 levels. और अगर हम शॉर्ट्स के बारे में सोचते हैं, so Glenmark is having some really good positions added in Glenmark. So Glenmark may be a candidate which can fall more, and maybe it would be a very good short trade. So here we can see of all the companies which are in trending right now, and where minor trends are getting developed. So it's this Godrej Properties, Shriram Cement, DLF, Tata Chem, Ultratech, Ambuja, Tata Consumer, ACC, and Ramco Cement. So you can see that all of these steel companies, all of the cement companies are in the top quadrant, and there are all positions getting added. So so you should try to stay only with cement. And here we can see that Balakrishna Industries also is having some small positions which are getting added. So maybe we have to track how Balakrishna Industries work. In next side there is some profit booking which is coming, and in Tata Motors also there are some positions which are getting added. So maybe try to track 312 levels in Tata Motors for today. SBI Life we have already discussed. It looks like a very good candidate which can give a very good move. IOC trade is now stuck, so there's not much I would be talking. And in the weak quadrant we have Coromandel, and Coromandel was also discussed in the weekend for a potential short trades. And Coromandel is looking weak, and so is looking HDFC Bank. May be a particular so there are positions which are getting added in HDFC Bank as well as in MPHASIS. So these are very good counters together. Bajaj Finserv. So it's like these companies are so just like HDFC Bank had a very huge resistance and very good sell off at 1540 levels, and now it went towards 1490 in just a matter in a couple of sessions. And Bajaj Finserv is very nice all time high, so these would be very interesting counters which would should be in your tracker. And if we look into the powerful trends other than Federal Bank, and Glenmark in the short side and Federal Bank in the long side, we have absolutely nothing which is in the major trend. And this is more about the Nifty 50. So let's do a quick update on Nifty 50. So you can see the top quadrant of all the, so the thing is you have to just look it like this. So cement, one steel, one automotive, and this two ICICI Bank and State Bank of India, and Reliance. Okay, Reliance is also what we had discussed. 2080 was a level from where Reliance was supposed to take support, and this was also discussed in yesterday's reversal and short trade video. So Reliance was able to do, but unfortunately there's still not much positions which are getting added in Reliance. In fact, I expect Reliance to again go towards 2080 from here, but we will see how this goes in. And Tata Motors. So in general, you can see in the upper right hand quadrant we have big names like SBN, State Bank of India, ICICI, Kotak Bank, IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, Reliance, Tata Motors, Maruti, and so GSW Steel, and also some steel. And if we look into the lower quadrant or the laggards, we see absolutely there is not one component of Nifty 50 which is in the last quadrant. So even if we look here, we have Cipla, Asian Paint, Bajaj Finserv, HDFC Bank, and BPCL, Hindalco. But I think going forward it's a fight between HDFC Bank and HDFC Bank, Hindustan Unilever, and Bajaj Finserv, these together against Reliance, ICICI Bank, and State Bank of India. And here you can see Bajaj Auto also try to move, is in a very tight consolidation, but then this will also get this is countered by move in Maruti, as we saw, and Tata Motors. So Nifty looks stable here, and I don't really see Nifty losing ground. There is absolutely nothing much to worry except the fact that HDFC Bank should be able to break 1500 levels if it starts falling, because if you look into all the positions which are getting added, so the positions are only getting added in the cement sector and the Tata Consumer and Tata Motors and SBI Life. So this is where the positions and where it's getting in trend. Whereas in the lower quadrant we see that HDFC Bank is getting in trend, and so it has to be counteracted by all these components. The next one which we want to see is which all companies are actually in the uptrend, and here we can see a lot of I really don't want to go into this one, and this is all which I had to showcase to you guys. Maybe this is CUB actually was discussed yesterday for a reversal candidate, and CUB from 160 went towards 163. So this is also a really good trade that we are already in, and we have to see how and where we are going to close it. And so that's it, folks. I hope this video of MarketWatch is going to help you in taking your trades and understanding the generic market trend. In general, in very short, there is a weakness in companies like Coromandel, HDFC Bank, MPHASIS, and Bajaj Finserv, and I would and definitely Glenmark. And on the other side, I would suggest, other than the cement sector companies and the Federal Bank, positions are getting added in SBI Life also, so do have a and Tata Consumer, so do have a track on those companies, and let's see how it goes from here. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this is going to help you in trading, and bye bye for now.